Taika. Obviously, in the Toy Story reality, Andy would have seen the movie Lightyear, and then he would need toys from that film. So, do you remember the very first time you fell in love with a movie and absolutely needed to buy the toys from that movie?
Empire Strikes Back.
What was number one on the list? What toy, what character did you have to buy?
Han Solo, and then Boba Fett, obviously, was like a big one. But those I just distinctly remember. See, Return of the Jedi was really like when the toys really took off for me, and there was that was very exciting for me. I remember also having an LP, a record that you remember an LP.
I've got my record player,
like a giant CD. And but it was the whole narrated, the whole Return of the Jedi, and like listening to that and reading along with the book with that. That was special to me. Also, can we just quickly talk about time travel? So the movie is the movie that Andy saw, which got him infatuated with the toy. Technically, and like a lot of people, like, oh, how does it feel, Chris, to follow in the footsteps of Tim Allen? Technically, Tim copied the voice of the actor from the movie for the toy. So Chris is actually the original Buzz Lightyear. The animation for Toy Story 1, what an interesting concept, because the animation for Buzz Lightyear is so incredible. And there was like the first iterations of this, of the CG animation in Toy Story 1. You look at the difference between the two. It's also very interesting.
How about the animation in this movie's influence on you? I'm not sure where you're at with your Charlie and the Chocolate Factory animated series, but is there anything about the Pixar movie making process that you hope to embrace and use on your own animated projects?
I would say that the thing about Pixar that I've always been inspired by and come back to a lot, and also ripped off a lot, and when I'm trying to write stuff, is that their screenplays structurally are perfect, and they get it right every time. And it's like economical, emotional. And I'm trying to think of another E word, because I just realized that would be 3 E words. It would be really cool to have, and I could just like.
I was going to say engaging, which they are, but that doesn't feel like it does a Pixar movie justice. Engaging. Hey, I'll use engaging. All right.
Emotional, economical, engaging.
I feel like my word's the weakest of the bunch, but I'm glad you're using it. All right, I'm squeezing in one more question about an upcoming project, because we obviously have a ton of Our Flag Means Death fans watching our stuff and reading our site. Is there anything you can tease about how the show is going to evolve in season 2, and maybe when you're going to start filming it?
We start filming, hopefully, I think by October, and we're going to shoot in New Zealand, we shot the last one in LA. Weird place to try and do something all on the ocean. So we're going to go down to New Zealand, which is surrounded by it. And that's one of the things I'm most excited about for the next year.
I don't blame you. I think the same is true of myself and everybody who watches and reads Collider. So huge congratulations on that, this, and like the millions of other things that you're working on.
Thanks, man.